go. Bitch, you talk too much. I move in the snow. Tell me what's the rush. You don't know me well. I belong in hell. All the shit I did, I'm a trouble kid. You can't break my code. You can't break my code. You can't break my code. You can't break my code.
It's finally happened. 2020. No more drifting. No more races. No more drag racing. No more Autodrome Saint Eustache. The House of Drift will be no more. We just got a post on Facebook announcing that the Autodrome Saint Eustache is going to be closing in 2020. So that means we got 2018 all summer, 2019 all summer, and there's not going to be that many drift nights, and there's not going to be that many events. There's no DMCC, there's no FD. It's a really tough pill to swallow, especially in the drifting community. I've been going to the Autodrome Saint Eustache since I can't even remember when the first time I went. You know what's the craziest part? Is I've never actually even driven it. I've never drifted Saint Eustache. I've ridden in cars that drifted it, but I've never driven it myself. I can guarantee you guys that I'll be taking my Lexus and my Evo to Maple Leaf Bash this year, and I'm going to be drifting the fuck out of that track. I really hope that, you know, you guys have a second plan, you're building another track somewhere else that's pretty nearby, and that will recreate what we know as the House of Drift. But for now, all I can say is I'm really, really disappointed. I don't even know what to say. So for now, I guess I'll start working on the Lexus a bit, and as soon as it's ready and the first drift night, we're definitely bringing the car there. Alright, so I just measured the drive shaft out of the S14 when I had this engine in it, and I'm short by a lot. Like, it would need to be like around, let's say right there. So I can't just like build a 1-inch spacer. I didn't want to build a spacer anyways because I'm supported by Ottawa drive shaft and steering. So I will just tell them my measurements that I need. Bring in my drive shaft. Basically, he'll remove this yoke off because this is still good. This is the right flange, and he'll just build a new section from here all the way to the flange for this thing. This is a spare diff, by the way. So that's measured out. I'll have to see how much he's going to charge me for that. Because yes, even though because they support me, it doesn't mean everything's free. It's definitely not free. Also, I'll be able to take this gas line out, remove it all the way back. Since it's in the trunk, I'll be able to flip its sides, it's already on that side anyways, and bring it all the way up to here. So it's going to be good. And it won't be on the same size as the exhaust. Isn't this thing gorgeous? I kind of feel like taking the intake off, since I've taken it off before. It's only a couple bolts there, bolt underneath, and painting it. And taking the valve cover off also and painting it. We're gonna have to do something about this here. This kind of okay, unless I can tweak this here a bit. This should go more down. I can, actually no, I'll just like twist this thing and it'll be pointing down. And for this thing, this needs to go to that right here. Right here. And then I got my high pressure line that goes onto this fitting. What I think I'm gonna do is I have enough line to go underneath the front end and bring it that way. I still don't know if I'm gonna do that though. We'll have to see. The reason I would have done it that way is just for heat purposes, since the exhaust is right here and we'll eventually be going turbo. Alright, one of the last things I did, I just cut off the tab in the back. I'm gonna have to try and mount this somehow right here. Basically, this used to be 180 degrees in that corner, right? So what I've done is, to have more room for the brake masters on that side, I've decided to put this right here. So what I did is I flipped it 180 degrees. I chopped off the bracket that was on the other side that was mounting to the bolt point right here on the other side. Reason being, look also, this one's going to connect to that top hose right over there, and this bottom one to there. What's really cool also is that if I could place it somehow and put a 90 degree, actually I have a 90 degree right here. Actually this is more like a 45. But what I'll do is I'll do the 45 or straight coming off this thing, just like this. So I'll have to get a cap to block this thing there and a cap down there, and this will go like this to the rad. Since GD's setup was the two inlets were on this side, I'm just going to take the rad, and it's a universal rad with the fill cap on there. Is you just flip it around, so then you'll have both the rad hoses, one's there and one's down there on this side, and this will go onto the side of the block here like this. I might have to get another hose to make it longer or redo this. I'm not 100% sure. Basically this is just some braided line. What I'll probably do is I'll probably just buy some Dash 4 push lock hose. I'm really big on the push lock. If there's not high pressure, there's no point in having, this is good for like 3,000 PSI. There's no reason to have that on your car. It does look pretty good, but at the same time, it's kind of useless. So, I still need to pick up that rad from GD, or maybe get another rad. I don't know if he still has it or not. Hopefully. I haven't really talked to him in a couple of months actually. But yeah, that's all I'm doing for tonight. Measured the drive shaft and did the little coolant expansion thing. We'll start to plan out the coolant expansion thing and figure out the gas line to get it over here.
Woo! What is up, everybody? I'm just filming this on my iPhone real quick to show you guys the temperature. Basically last night we got really high winds and raining, and everything froze. Lost power at work, so they sent us home after 4 hours, so whatever. And yeah, I'm on my way home now. I'm gonna probably take apart the tempo. I'll show you guys once I get home. It's falling apart. Alright, well, moment of truth. Is my tempo still gonna be there? Woo! Hello. Yeah, see like the post at the top there? Nowhere to be seen. Well, I don't know where it went. And then the bolt let go right here. Nothing seems to have fallen on Fred's car, so that's a plus. Luckily I got an all-wheel drive. Man, look at Gab's car.
Alright guys, I can't work in this environment anymore. I mean, there's so much stuff laying around everywhere. So I'm just gonna give the garage a little quick cleanup. Alright. So I cleaned the garage a bit, got most of the workbench cleaned up, a lot of the stuff that was on the floors cleaned up. I got the Lexus all on 4 jack stands because I'm gonna have to go under the car and redo the gas line. I'm also gonna have to redo the brake lines in the front, drive shaft, and that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and I have to mount the handbrake lever from that side to the other side. I also, digging in my parts, found a stock beams power steering overflow that bolts into the Lexus. So boom, that's taken care of. No more crazy lines. I also found a oil turbo feed line to block my Dash 4 AN there and on there, which eventually when this car gets turbo, that's my coolant feed and comeback. I have to figure out some way of mounting the ECU box. I also cleaned up the shelving a bit, put the tires up there. Alright guys, sorry about that. My camera died, so it's a little bit later on in the night, and just put a new battery in the camera. Wanted to say thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe down below, hit the links down below. If you want to support the channel, you can check out my merch or my website, or hit me up on Facebook if you guys want to talk about my builds. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram and all that other stuff there where I post more regularly. So that's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare.